We're going to be talking about integration using a computer algebra system, or a CAS. There are a lot of computer algebra systems. Three that the college has license to are Maple, MATLAB, and Mathematica. And Wolfram Alpha is available online. It's run by the Mathematica people. Now, if you want to access Maple, MATLAB, or Mathematica, what you want to do is go to the college homepage, and under current students you have all access right here. And once you log into all access, it will look something like this. And if you scroll down, you will see here we have Maple, here we have Mathematica, and here we have MATLAB. So you actually have access to three of the most powerful computer algebra systems by using this all access through the college. Now I want to talk about the Wolfram Alpha. It's available online if you go to wolframalpha.com. We're going to be demoing that in a minute. And as part of Wolfram Alpha, they also have the Wolfram Mathematica Online Integrator. So we want to kind of see how to use these. Let's go back to the integral that we ended with on the integral table, this e to the x over square root of e to the 2x plus 4. And this involved doing some algebra, and then we went ahead and were able to use the integral table and then resubstitute. Let's see about doing this with the Wolfram Mathematica Online Integrator. Now I'm going to click on it and get to that, but if you are at integral-table.com, they actually have a link from that integral table to get you to this Wolfram Mathematica Online Integrator as well, or of course you could Google it and easily find it. It also has a tie because it's run by Wolfram Alpha, so that you could quickly get back to Wolfram Alpha plus their ads. So I'm going to put in that integral that I had. So it's already got the integral sign for me. So I'm going to hit E, hit the shift and the caret to get a power on it to the x. And that's going to be over SQRT is square root. And then I need a parenthesis to show what I want to include in the square root. And there's E to the put a power on. I need a parenthesis because the power has more than one piece. Okay, if I would have put the caret and then 2x, it would have just put the e to the 2 and then the x. So kind of want to watch and learn a little bit of the syntax. And then plus 4 and then a parenthesis to finish the square root. Now it already has the dx on here over here, so we don't need to put that part. And one nice thing when you enter it is it'll draw the integral for you, so you can see if you entered it correctly and it's interpreting it correctly. And it looks like it is, but look at that answer. This is the hyperbolic inverse sine of e to the x over 2. Well, that's certainly not what I got when I did the integral table. But it turns out that what I did get with the integral table, which was the natural log of e to the x plus square root of e to the 2x plus 4 and then plus a constant, is equivalent to this inverse hyperbolic sine of e to the x over 2 plus a constant. Now the constants can vary, so sometimes as you go to check if these are equivalent, you can be a little bit deceived. Remember that the constants of integration don't have to be the same number, and so they could vary by a constant and still be equivalent. So once we go to this technology, we have to be a little bit careful so that we would know how to interpret our answers. Okay, let's look at another one then so we could see how we would enter this one. Actually, I think this time I was going to go to the integrator, but I think I'm going to go to Wolfram Alpha. So I'm going to click. Now with Wolfram Alpha, it's not an integrator, it's a computer algebra system and everything else. You can ask it information, what's the population of the city you live in, whatever. It's just a huge computational knowledge engine. So I would need to tell it to integrate. And then I'm going to put a parenthesis to start what I want it to integrate, and then I would type in this function. So starting the numerator, parenthesis x squared plus 3 parenthesis to end the numerator, slash for divided by. So parenthesis to start the denominator, parenthesis x plus 1 parenthesis x squared plus 1 parenthesis to end the denominator, and then a parenthesis to end the integrate. Now If I had more than one variable, I would need to tell it what variable to integrate with respect to, but you'll be doing that in multivariable calculus. But this only has the variable x, so I don't even need to tell it that, and I can just go ahead and push enter. And notice it drew for me this indefinite integral, so I can check and see that I entered it correctly, that it interpreted it correctly, and it did. And then here is my answer. Now, something to be careful about: when Wolfram Alpha does an integral and it needs a natural log, it will just call it a log. Typically just log not writing a base means a common log base 10, but with Mathematica and with Wolfram Alpha, when you see log here, it is the natural log. So this is -1/2 ln x squared plus 1 and so forth. Notice another thing it does not do is it does not include the absolute values. It'd be okay here because this one was positive, but we would need absolute values on this piece. So what you get out of there is not always exactly like you'd want it. You need to be able to think about what you're doing and understand enough about the problem to interpret the answer that you're getting from a computer algebra system. It also gave you some other things you might like: a plot of the integral. It gives you the solution in another form, and then some other series things that we will be looking at later.